Hello there, it's me MD, with you here on Everything PS. Today we are gonna talk about a very important thing you always ask about. Tips to improve PC and laptop performance in Windows 10. To make your work very easy. If you are interested, stay tuned. 1. Make sure you have the latest updates for Windows and device drivers. One of the best ways to get the most out of your PC is to make sure you have the latest version of Windows 10 installed. When you check for updates, your PC will also search for the latest device drivers, which can also help improve your PC's performance. To check for updates. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings, Update and Security. Windows Update. Check for updates. 2. Do one of the following. 1. If the status says you're up to date, go to the next tip. 2. If the status says updates are available, select Install Now. 3. Select the updates you want to install, then select Install. 4. Restart your PC and see if it seems to run better. If your PC still runs slowly, continue to the next tip. 2. Restart your PC and open only the apps you need. Having many apps, programs, web browsers, and so on open at once can slow down your PC. Having a lot of browser tabs open at once can also slow it down quite a bit. If this is happening, close any apps, browser tabs, etc. that you don't need and see if that helps speed up your PC. If it doesn't seem to help, restart your PC and then open just the apps, programs, and browser windows you need. To restart your PC. 1. Select the Start button, then select Power. Restart. 2. After your PC restarts, open just the apps you need, then close them when you're done. Sometimes apps that were made for an earlier version of Windows will still run on Windows 10, but they might slow down your PC. If this happens after you open a certain program, check the software company's website for an updated version, or run the Program Compatibility Troubleshooter. To run the Program Compatibility Troubleshooter. 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type Troubleshoot, then select Troubleshoot Settings, which has System Settings listed underneath it. 2. In the list of troubleshooters, select Program Compatibility Troubleshooter. Run the troubleshooter. 3. Select the program that you're having problems with, then select Next and continue through the troubleshooter. PC still running slowly. Continue to the next tip. 3. Use ReadyBoost to help improve performance. ReadyBoost lets you use a removable drive, like a USB flash drive, to improve your PC's performance without opening your PC and adding more memory, RAM. To use ReadyBoost, you'll need a USB flash drive or a memory card that has at least 500 MB free and a high data transfer rate. To use ReadyBoost. 1. Insert the USB flash drive into a USB port on your PC. 2. Select File Explorer from the taskbar. 3. Press and hold, or right-click, the USB flash drive or South Dakota card if you used one instead, then select Properties. 4. Select the ReadyBoost tab, then select Use this device. Windows determines if the device can use ReadyBoost. If it can't, it'll let you know. 5. After Windows determines how much free space to use to optimize memory, select OK to reserve this space so ReadyBoost can use it. When you look at the contents of the USB flash drive in File Explorer, you'll see a file named readyboost.sf cache on the flash drive. This file shows how much space is reserved for ReadyBoost. Note: ReadyBoost can't be used if Windows is installed on a solid-state drive, SSD. An SSD is already fast, and ReadyBoost won't be able to improve its performance. 4. Make sure the system is managing the page file size. The paging file is an area on your hard disk that Windows uses like memory. There's a setting in Windows 10 that manages the page file size automatically, which can help improve your PC's performance. To make sure automatic page file management is turned on. 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type Advanced System and then select View Advanced System Settings, which has Control Panel listed underneath it. 2. In System Properties, select the Advanced tab, then select Settings in the Performance area. 3. In Performance Options, select the Advanced tab, then select Change in the Virtual Memory area. 4. Make sure the Automatically Manage Paging File Size for all drives checkbox is selected. If it is, continue to the next tip. If it's not, select it and then restart your PC by selecting the Start button. Power. Restart. Use your PC and see if it's running better. If it's not, try the next tip. 5. Check for load disk space and free up space. You may improve performance if you free some disk space on your PC. To check for load disk space. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings. System. Storage. 2. Your drives will be listed in the storage area. Note the amount of free space and total size for each drive. Note, if your PC is not low on space, try the next tip. You can use Storage Sense to delete unnecessary or temporary files from your device, which can also free up space. If you turn on Storage Sense, Windows will automatically free up space by getting rid of unnecessary files, including files in your recycle bin, when you're low on disk space or at intervals you specify. If you can't find Storage Sense on your device using the following steps, see the Free Up Space with Disk Cleanup section below instead. Note, you may not want to delete temporary files to improve performance. While these files may not be used at the moment, they help your apps load and run faster. To delete temporary files with Storage Sense. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings. System. Storage. 2. Select temporary files in the storage breakdown. Note, if you don't see temporary files listed, select Show More Categories. 3. Windows will take a few moments to determine what files and apps are taking up the most space on your PC. 4. Select the items you want to delete. And then select Remove Files. To turn on and configure Storage Sense. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings. System. Storage. 2. In the storage area, turn on Storage Sense. 3. Select Configure Storage Sense or run it now. 4. In the Storage Sense area, choose how often you want Storage Sense to run. 5. In the Temporary Files area, select Delete temporary files that my apps aren't using. 6. Select which files you want Storage Sense to delete. Your choices are files in your recycle bin and in your Downloads folder. Then select the corresponding time intervals. 7. Scroll down and select Clean Now. 1. Windows will take a few moments to clean up your files, and then you'll see a message indicating how much disk space has been freed up. If your system doesn't have Storage Sense, you can use the Disk Cleanup tool to delete temporary files and system files from your device. To run Disk Cleanup. 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type Disk Cleanup, then select Disk Cleanup from the list of results. 2. Select the checkbox next to the type of files you want to delete. To view a description of each type of file, select the name. By default, downloaded program files, temporary internet files, and thumbnails are selected. Be sure to clear those checkboxes if you don't want to delete those files. 3. To free up even more space, select Clean Up System Files. Disk cleanup will take a few moments to calculate the amount of space that it can be freed up. Note, if it's been fewer than 10 days since you upgraded to Windows 10, your previous version of Windows will be listed as a system file you can delete. If you need to free up drive space, you can delete it, but keep in mind that you'll be deleting your Windows old folder. which contains files that give you the option to go back to your previous version of Windows. If you delete your previous version of Windows, this can't be undone. You won't be able to go back to your previous version of Windows. 4. Select the types of files you want to delete, select OK, then select Delete Files in the confirmation window to start the cleanup. If your PC still runs slowly, try uninstalling apps you don't use anymore. To uninstall apps you don't use anymore. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings, Apps and Features. 2. Search for a specific app or sort them to see which ones are using the most space. 3. When you find an app to remove, choose it from the list and select Uninstall. 4. Restart your PC and see if performance has improved. If your PC still runs slowly, try moving files to another drive. If you have photos, music, or other files that you want to keep but don't use often, consider saving them to removable media, like a USB drive. You'll still be able to use them when the drive is connected, but they won't take up space on your PC. To move files to another drive. 1. Connect the removable media to your PC. 2. Select File Explorer from the taskbar and find the files you want to move. 3. Select the files, go to Home, then select Move to. Choose Location. 4. Select your removable media from the location list, then select Move. 5. Restart your PC and see if performance has improved. If your PC still runs slowly, try the next tip. 6. Adjust the appearance and performance of Windows. Windows 10 includes many visual effects, such as animations and shadow effects. These look great, but they can also use additional system resources and can slow down your PC. This is especially true if you have a PC with a smaller amount of memory, RAM. To adjust the visual effects in Windows 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type Performance, then select Adjust the appearance and performance of Windows in the list of results. 2. On the Visual Effects tab, select Adjust for best performance. Apply. 3. Restart your PC and see if that speeds up your PC. If your PC still runs slowly, continue to the next tip. 8. Disable unnecessary startup programs. When you turn on your PC, some programs start automatically and run in the background. You can disable these programs so they don't run when your PC starts. Many programs are designed to start automatically when Windows does. You don't realize they're running, but they'll open quickly when you go to use them. This is helpful for programs you use a lot, but not for programs you don't use often because it increases the time it takes Windows to start. Find the programs that start automatically. Sometimes you can determine which programs start automatically by looking at the program icons in the notification area on the far right of the taskbar. Check there first to see if there are any programs running that you don't want to start automatically. To try to find out the name of the program, point to the icon with your mouse pointer. Make sure you select Show Hidden Icons so you don't miss any programs. Notification area with mouse pointing to show hidden icons. Even after you check the notification area, you might still miss some programs that run automatically at startup. Here's how you can find all the programs that start automatically and stop the ones that you don't want to start automatically when Windows starts. To stop a program from starting automatically. 1. Select the Start button, then select Settings, Apps, Startup. 2. In the Startup Apps area, find the program you want to stop from starting automatically and set it to Off. Notes: if you turn off a program and it continues to start automatically when Windows starts, you should scan for viruses and malware. To use the procedure above to stop a program from starting automatically, you need to have Windows 10, version 18.03 or higher, installed. To see which version of Windows 10 your device is currently running, select the Start button, then select Settings, System, About. If you have Windows 10 version 1709 or earlier installed, press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete. Select Task Manager, select Startup, select the program you want to stop from starting automatically, then select Disable. 9. Check for and remove viruses and malware. A virus, malware, or malicious software could cause your PC to run slowly. Other symptoms include unexpected pop-up messages, programs that unexpectedly start automatically, or the sound of your hard disk constantly working. The best way to handle viruses and malicious software is to try to prevent them by running anti-malware and antivirus software and keeping it up to date. However, even if you take precautions, your PC can still become infected. You can scan your PC for viruses or other malicious software by using Windows Security, formerly Windows Defender Security Center, which is included in Windows 10. Notes: if you're using other antivirus or anti-malware software, see the documentation for that program to learn how to scan for viruses. Also, make sure multiple antivirus programs aren't running at the same time. If they are, choose the one you want to run, and then disable or uninstall any others. If you have another antivirus program installed and turned on, Windows Security will be turned off by default. To scan for viruses using Windows Security, Windows 10 version 1809 or later. 1. Select Start Settings, Update and Security, Windows Security, and then select Open Windows Security. 2. Select Virus and Threat Protection, then select Check for Updates under Virus and Threat Protection Updates. 1. On the Protection Update screen, select Check for Updates to make sure you have the most recent updates. 2. Select Virus and Threat Protection, then select Quick Scan. Wait for Windows Security to finish scanning for viruses and malware. Point 3. Do one of the following. Depending on the results of the scan, run the recommended advanced scan. This scan takes longer, but searches more extensively for threats on your PC. If Windows Security finds a virus or malware and can't remove or quarantine it, contact Microsoft support for help. If no viruses are found, restart your PC and try to reproduce the performance problem you were having with your PC. Notes: if Windows Security doesn't open, can't update the definition file, or can't finish scanning for viruses, try running Windows Defender offline. 10. Restore your PC from a system restore point. Restoring your PC undoes recent changes that might be causing problems. If you think a recently installed app, driver, or update for Windows could be causing problems, you might get things running normally again by restoring your PC to an earlier point, called a restore point. Notes: restoring from a restore point won't affect your personal files, but it will remove apps, drivers, and updates that were installed after the restore point was created. System restore works for changes made in the last 7 to 14 days. To restore your PC from a restore point. 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type restore point, then select Create a restore point from the list of results. 2. On the System Protection tab, select System Restore. 3. Select Next, then choose the restore point related to the app, driver, or update that might be causing the problem. Then select Next. Finish. 4. Restart your PC and see if performance has improved. If you don't see any restore points, it might be because system protection isn't turned on. To turn on system protection. 1. In the search box on the taskbar, type restore point, then select Create a restore point from the list of results. 2. On the System Protection tab, select Configure. 3. Select Turn on System Protection. OK. Here we go, we are done for today. Don't forget to sub, like, share and leave your comment down below. If you want to learn more, take a look to our second channel, Saskiano. If you have any feedback to improve the content, contact us. Thanks for watching.